Hi, I'm Wes Allen with DM Tales, and it is June. My schedule is packed, summer heat has arrived, and I am navigating end-of-school chaos, so my brain is attempting to escape through hibernation mode. Forced reboots, however, sparked by coffee, are triggering odd moments of cognition. These are some random TTRPG thoughts. Let's roll it. Before we begin, I want to shout out everyone who has liked, commented, and subscribed to content on this channel. It really does help folks. Thank you so much. And if you'd consider doing those things for this video, I would be most grateful. And I have a special shout out for my coffee contributors who help keep this channel going out of the kindness of their hearts. If you'd like to join the channel, the link is right over there. And don't forget to check out my merch store for t-shirts and hoodies, including this one with the proud declaration, I break bell curves. With all that out of the way, let's get to the list. My Dragonbane group had an interesting session the other week, which caused one of my players to muse, are we the bad guys? There were threatened war crimes, and one character realized he was doing a kidnapping before he realized that probably wasn't a good idea because they had no actual authority. I created a new t-shirt design just to commemorate the occasion. One of the most fun aspects of talking about a TTRPG session when we're not at the table are all the out-of-context quotes. This past week's Numenera session led to the quote, "Oh, it's a localized nuke." That would probably get you on like Homeland Security list if you just blurt that out everywhere, and I think that's hysterical. The TTRPG code is that the players bring the snacks. How else are you going to bribe the GM? I was working outside at a coffee shop near my favorite used bookstore this past week, and the owner of the store recognized me as he was going in to get coffee, and we both said hi. On his way back out, I asked, well, hey, you got anything new down there? And he thought for a bit and said, well, not D&D specific, but I've got some other games in the back I can pull out for you. And that is literally the only time something like that has happened to me. Also, when he pulled those books out, I grabbed the copies of the 2 Numenera core rulebooks for one of my players because I said, hey, you wanted these and he's charging only $50 for both of them. And his response was, yes, please. And now he's got them, and that makes me happy. Dragonbane is running a new funding campaign for 2 books which expand the game's world and magic options. Go check it out. I am now reading The Elusive Shift, and it is fascinating. There are people nowadays who mock the idea that players get attached to their characters and claim it's some new phenomenon. But it turns out there were people creating personalities and stories for individual soldiers for miniature war games as early as 1960. And it changed how the players used them in the game. Peterson quotes about this phenomenon from Advanced War Games, authored by Don Featherstone in 1969. It brought to tabletop battles a strange sense of compassion, a self-identification with the little figures, producing a marked reluctance to commit them to sacrificial missions. That blew my mind. I really want to run a few sessions of the Electric State. All right, here are some other games that I want to run. Tales of Argosa, Post-Apocalyptic Cipher System, Zombie Brain Eaters, Monty Python's Co-Curricular Medieval Reenactment Program, and Avatar Legends. This will be fun. People are excited about Daggerheart, and I think that's awesome. It's not really my cup of tea in general, but I suppose I'm going to have to review it at some point. Okay, my Cipher System superhero table is making yet another attempt to come back this month. Scheduling has defeated Sneaky Fast Punch for far too long. And as I'm thinking about it, a villain named the Scheduler would be an excellent satirical villain for a comic book about a TTRPG group. I might have to get on that. Okay, I have got my Tales of Argosa GM Tools video that is beginning to get worked up. After that, I have got a whole slew of games I want to look at, but I have started reading Dreams and Machines, so I'm finally reading my Christmas present, and that makes me very, very happy. I have a whole bunch of content on the way. I cannot wait to bring it all to you, and until we see each other again, happy playing, everyone.